years ago, these were the forces that ruled our world, and blood and death.
The plot of Zootopia is written in such a way that it will later start moving in reverse. I started the video very strangely, but you'll understand later what I'm talking about. The cartoon begins with a foreshadowing of the very ending, but at the same time, it's an exposition explaining the lore of the universe.
The world was divided into vicious predator and meek prey.
The foundation of this universe and the main theme of the cartoon is the harmony between predators and prey. From this foundation will spring the meaning of the story, the relationships between characters, and the structure of the world. The screenwriters very skillfully recreated the world of anthropomorphic animals, probably the best in media. Sorry, I'm not well versed in furry stuff. Beastars, Black Sad, and so on.
Stands the great city of Zootopia. Anyone can be anything! I am going to be a police officer!
Bunny cop!
The main heroine's goal is set. From the characters' reactions, it became clear that this goal is almost impossible.
Right, there's never been a bunny cop.
No.
Bunnies don't do that.
Never.
Yeah, rabbits have never been accepted into the police force. Now it's definitely unrealistic.
Just putting the seeds in the ground.
Covered in dirt.
You get it.
An interesting detail, every time Judy senses danger, her nose twitches.
What are you gonna do, cry?
Hey! You heard her!
But watch out, because I'm a fox. Those predators used to eat prey.
They have something to do
And
with
that killer instinct's still in our DNA.
something in their DNA.
Hey, Bunny, cry. I want you to remember this moment the next time you think you will ever be anything.
Yeah, I'm okay. Here you go.
This scene is much more multi-layered than it seems. We are convinced that predators are really the bad guys and prey are poor victims. Nature has decided everything. Gideon reminded us of that again. But, jumping ahead, I'll say that the important meaning of the whole cartoon is you can go against your nature. This is a method of conveying an idea. First, you need to convince the viewer of one thing, nature decides everything, and then convince them of the opposite, you can go against nature. It's easier for the viewer to understand this than to push you can go against nature out of nowhere. A fox was chosen as the bully specifically so that the future conflicts and relationship with Nick would feel even sharper. And a great subtle detail is that Judy achieves her goals even when losing. This is how the director managed to reveal her character, because Judy's foundation is...
I don't know when to quit.
Ecosystems within its city limits. Oh, guess what? You'll be dead! You're dead 1,000 foot fall! You're dead! You're dead! Dead!
The scene with entering the police academy has everything I love. Color palette. It all started with cloudy weather and grey tones, and when Judy started succeeding, everything became brighter and warmer. An impossible goal was set at the beginning. Everyone around are bumbling oafs and monsters, and Judy is someone's breakfast. Later, we were reasonably convinced of the impossible. She made it because she started using her nature as an advantage. She will actually use all these abilities in the future.
I am proud to announce that my mammal inclusion in
Assistant Mayor Bellwether, her badge.
Yes, it's a real proud day for us little guys.
Bellwether, make room, will you? Come on. Okay.
They subtly and very cleverly demonstrated the main villains. The real villain, of course, is Miss Bellwether, but Lionheart is also guilty in everything that's happening. If he treated everyone equally, personalities like Miss Bellwether would never have existed.
Smellweather!
A fun little name he likes to use.
That is, Mayor Lionheart is the face of inequality and the lie of Zootopia's essence. A reference to Totoro, although he's not a rabbit by design, but still.
Only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
And also bears. Lions and wolves.
Whoa.
This is Fox Deterrent.
Yeah, that's safe to have.
Okay, look, I will take this to make you stop talking.
An important detail with the anti-fox spray. It will be an indicator of Judy's beliefs. Right now, she's verbally like Leo Tolstoy saying, all animals are equal, no racism, but in practice she carries the spray. If she really believed predators weren't dangerous, she wouldn't even remember the spray. The village population is growing before our eyes, as rabbits multiply very quickly.
We are good at multiplying.
And here begins the magic of this universe. A bunch of references to popular performers in animal style, Katy Perry, Hyena Gomez, Kanine West, and so on. The scene scene of arrival in Zootopia is simply magical. Everyone dreamed and dreams of getting to a real Zootopia. Fortunately, in China, at Shanghai Disneyland, there is a recreated copy of Zootopia. They say it's very cool there. The city is thought out to the smallest details. Literally every frame, every detail has meaning. In the African savannas, all animals set aside their enmity only near the watering hole, an oasis, a symbol of truce and harmony between animals. That's why there's a pond in Sahara Square, even though there's a whole ocean nearby, because ponds are a symbol of animal unity in Zootopia. Tundra Town and Sahara Square border each other, although they could easily be placed far apart. But this is the right decision, as it's much more efficient for temperature control. To put it very simply, air conditioners work on the principle. They cool one side and heat the other. That is, they don't take cold from nowhere, they just transfer heat from one place to another. So here, the cooling mechanisms of Tundra Town transfer heat directly to Sahara Square. Oh, by the way, a reference to Frozen. The elephant ladies are wearing Elsa and Anna's dresses. The city's architecture is designed as if it was really built by animals. The train station with horns, the Palm Hotel, zebra stripes here, and in many places. Even the crosswalk here is in the form of a zebra. All infrastructure is adapted for all kinds of animals. Like, wow, it looks so mesmerizing, you could watch it forever. You really want to be there and visit every district of Zootopia. The animators worked very, very meticulously on the background characters throughout the entire cartoon. They said, you can look closely at every character in the background, and each will have their own story, their own activity, their own problems. If we take them at their word, they thought through the character and description of 800,000 characters. The animators also deliberately made as many animal species as possible. They could have limited themselves to 10 to 20 species, like in Kung Fu Panda, but no. They set up a whole zoo at the Disney office, studied the movements and behavior of all animals in detail, and created a truly real city uniting all animals. This is really the best recreation of a world of anthropomorphic animals on the market. Remember this feeling of magic and wonder? We'll need it.
I won't give up, no, I won't give. I'll keep on, maybe stay. Try everything.
A cool, upbeat song, Try Everything, performed by Shakira. The gazelle was redesigned during development to resemble the singer herself, and she voiced the hoofed animal in the cartoon.
Give me back the Zootopia I love.
The gazelle will play her role in the cartoon.
And welcome to the Grand Pangolinar. Complimentary delousing once a month.
Disney set specific limitations for the universe, not just a world of critters like in Sing, where there were even insects, but clear and understandable rules. All characters are mammals, no birds, amphibians, or fish. Insects are poisoned and even eaten here. You probably didn't notice it, but it gives a feeling of integrity and stability. In the second part, of course, they'll show reptiles. I just knew they lived in other cities or something, but we'll talk about that in the next part.
Yeah, well, we're loud.
Don't expect us to apologize for it.
These antelopes are cameos of the film's directors, Byron Howard and Rich Moore. They voiced them. Judy took the spray because she doesn't yet fully believe in the unity of all animals. It's such a contradiction. She wants to believe that everyone lives peacefully in Zootopia, but the fear inside still says that predators should be feared, especially foxes, natural enemies of rabbits.
He bared his teeth first.
When arresting predators, they put on not only handcuffs but also a muzzle. This is an important detail, as it is a symbol of racism and Nick's trauma, which will manifest during Judy's speech at the end of the film.
Excuse me?
Good. They really did hire a bunny.
Which way do I...
Oh, bullpen's over. Aww. That poor little bunny's gonna get eaten alive.
Clawhauser is just a fun character, but he's also implemented well. A predator at the reception desk, a pre-prepared detail.
First, we need to acknowledge the elephant in the room. Francine. Happy birthday.
Puns, of which there will be many in the cartoon. Elephant in the room, an expression meaning a problem everyone sees but doesn't want to acknowledge. Here there's literally an elephant in the room.
Chief Bogo?
A small detail. Chief Bogo puts on glasses when he needs to look at small text. He also put them on to look at the small and insignificant Judy. That's how he sees her. After her success, Bogo will look at Judy without glasses.
Why we need good cops like you.
Judy used a technique she trained at the academy. Don't think like she's a rabbit, it's natural for her. Her parents, Clawhauser, and other normies are completely incapable of jumping like in the wild. Judy is trained thanks to her character.
Hey, watch where you're going, Fox.
In these 2 seconds, the entire plot of Zootopia is encrypted. A sly fox sniffs out where to pull off a scam, but actually, a rude sheep almost crushed him. And sheep are the main villains of the cartoon, as they secretly stage a coup in Zootopia. This dude is clearly transporting night howlers. Here's the real aggressor, unfairly scolding a predator.
Want any trouble in here?
So, want to buy a jumbo pop for my little boy.
Oh, Fox ice cream joints in your part of town?
No, that wants to be one when he grows up. Is that adorable?
Are your customers aware they're getting snot and mucus with their cookies and cream?
Of course, I could let you off with a warning if you were to...
A jumbo pop. Oh no, are you kidding me? I don't have my wallet.
Keep the change.
The scene is excellently constructed for one important reason. Nick wasn't trying to deceive Judy herself. Why is this important? She didn't intervene because she has a kind soul, etc. Judy was about to leave, but why did she turn back?
Fox ice cream joints in your part of town?
Contradiction to her beliefs. Judy intervened to preserve the idea. In Zootopia, anyone can become what they dream of. The idea that lights the fire in her eyes, that's what the screenwriters wanted to say, not just show Nick's scam. And it's this scam that will ruin everything. Throughout the cartoon, all things we know will be distorted through the prism of the animal world. Zuber instead of Uber, a carrot instead of the Apple logo. Such puns are literally on every corner. They're all fun and add a cool atmosphere, but I won't stop at each one. I'll just drop 10 pluses and move on.
Lumber delivery. That's redwood.
From this point, that very reversal in the opposite direction in terms of plot begins. Remember that feeling of magic and wonder upon arrival in Zootopia? Well, everything we saw before starts to crumble. Just like Judy's faith in the idea, everyone can become what they dream of. Nick and his buddy abused the structure of Zootopia City. They bought cheaper ice cream at the store for big animals. Abuse of size difference. They melted the ice cream in Sahara Square. Abuse of expensive heating systems. They froze it in Tundra Town. Abuse of those same expensive freezers. And that wasn't enough. They even sold the sticks to rodents. Already abusing size, but with the small residents. That is, they maximally exploited all this harmony of Zootopia, and consequently peed on Judy's belief in the magical city.
Get your popsicle!
But that's not all. The ice cream is a hidden Chekhov's gun that will play a role later.
And you lied to me.
And I'm not the liar. He is. And I'm not the liar. He is. And I'm not the liar. He is. Story sounds familiar. Naive little hick with good...
A subtle detail. Nick likes blueberries. That's why he'll take a handful of berries, which is important for the final twist.
And our bunny sinks into emotional and literal squalor living in a box under a bridge.
Nick talked about sleeping under a bridge during depression. Where will he be after the fight with Judy and the oppression of predators? Under a bridge.
No one tells me, especially not some jerk,
Promise to be brave, loyal, helpful, and
never had the guts to try to be anything more than a popsicle husk.
All right, look.
Excellent dialogues, hinting at backstory. Judy says Nick never tried to live honestly, but Nick, on the contrary, diligently tried to do so. A clear conflict of interest between two opposites. It's unreal for them to find common ground.
You can't do nothing right. I'm a loser.
Hey, buddy, turn down that depressing music. Station, she feels like a failure. Shut up. You shut up. You shut up.
Tomorrow's another day.
Yeah, but it might be worse.
A real cop. I am a real cop.
You, buddy, stop! It was just raw!
Interesting detail number 32. The sheep are standing near the store from which Duke stole the night howlers. Reminder, they are also involved in Miss Bellwether's actions.
What, did you see those leopard print jeggings?
I love your hair.
Thank you.
An important event for the future alliance with Mr. Big. By the way, a hint of him on the donut. It's his business, Big Donut. His family is in baking.
You did stop a master criminal from stealing 2 dozen moldy onions.
Those are a crocus varietal called Midnicampum holocithius.
Family, I would just call them night howlers.
Another subtle important detail.
But sir, if you...
Life isn't some cartoon musical where you sing a little song and your insipid dreams magically come true. So let it go.
A reference to Frozen, the magical song and the phrase, let it go.
My husband has been missing for 10 days. He's a florist. We have 2 beautiful children.
The detective component in Zootopia is very well written. Every detail gives clues and everything will have meaning. Otterton florist. This is an important detail.
fired.
What? I just heard Officer Hops is taking the case.
No, let's not tell the mayor just yet.
And I sent it. Just call me if you ever need anything, okay? You've always got a friend at City Hall.
A very multi-layered event. First, a specific reason to allow Judy to take on the investigation, an order from the mayor's office. Second, the plot goes in reverse again, as Judy's shortcoming, being a small prey animal, on the contrary, played to her advantage. Third, a prepared detail for the future, Bellwether will help the investigation, and consequently, the fourth detail, the villain will destroy himself. Bellwether wanted equality for animals, but will ruin her own plan by helping a prey animal. The villain will destroy himself.
That's it?
Leads none, witnesses none.
Popsicle.
Detective work is rolling, excellent. Popsicles shoot off in an unexpected way. Only Judy would understand this clue, other cops wouldn't.
Wait.
Ha! I make $200 a day
Fluff, 365 days a year.
since I was 12.
You are under arrest. Felony tax evasion. Yeah, 200 just a dumb bunny, but we are good at multiplying.
A vulgar joke, Judy says rabbits are good at multiplying, as both to multiply and to reproduce.
Well, it's my word against yours.
And if you want this pen, you're going to help me find this poor missing otter.
A multi-step move from Judy with the pen recorder, which will play a role many more times, both technically and symbolically.
Imagine it'd be such a... Oh, you are naked.
These guys, they be naked.
The pleasure pool.
The very fact that Disney managed to show nudists so that the cartoon's rating remained 6+, it's just beyond words.
Nangi's an elephant, so she'll totally remember everything.
I have no memory.
Yeah, he was wearing a green cable knit sweater vest. Remember that, Nangi?
No.
This big old white car. Remember that, Nangi?
Nope.
I told you Nangi has a mind like a steel trap. I wish I had a memory like an elephant.
It's just a joke, but the scene reveals the whole essence of the cartoon. The yak is jealous of the elephant, who naturally have excellent memory. Although in reality, it's the opposite. Limitations are in our heads.
They're all sloths?
The directors really allocated a lot of time to these scenes to convey the feeling of sloth slowness. We ourselves feel how slow they are.
Well, are you saying that because he's a sloth, he can't be fast? Flash, flash, 100-yard dash.
Officer Judy Hobbs, CPD, how are you?
I am doing just
Fine.
as well as
Oh, okay. While they're talking, I wanted to talk about the highest quality of animation. Disney used all their advanced developments to simulate excellent lighting and very detailed fur. Here, as always, Disney jumped above its head. You already know that when they want to do well, they do. Respect. Even small details like Judy's lips are thought out. When smiling, the upper teeth are exposed, and with such big teeth, rabbit lips would move exactly as shown here.
I was hoping you could run a play for us. We are in a really big hurry. 29 THD 03.
9
THD 03.
0.
Hey, Flash, want to hear a joke?
No!
What do you call a three-humped camel? Pregnant.
It's in Tundra Town!
Way to hustle, bud. I love you. I owe you.
Nick is in debt to Flash, a setup for the finale, so Nick lets Flash off for speeding.
Betcha you don't have a warrant to get in.
Here's your pen.
Hey, or
You don't need a warrant if you have probable cause. A shifty lowlife climbing the fence.
Excellent details. Judy's pen is in action again, and she also talks about a real law allowing cops to enter private property. It's called exigent circumstances. The animators even drew the hole Judy dug while Nick was climbing over the fence.
carrots.
Interesting detail number 68. Nick sees all the scratches even without Judy's flashlight, as he has night vision. He'll also mention this in his application to join the force.
The most feared crime boss in Tundra Town. They call him Mr. Big.
Is that Mr. Big? No. What about him?
People always like contrasts. Mr. Big turned out to be a tiny shrew with a direct reference to The Godfather.
Awesome.
Whoa!
Daddy! She's the bunny that saved my life yesterday! From that giant donut!
Done me a great service.
The shrew with the wig played a role. This isn't saving the main characters out of nowhere. Judy's wild zeal to help everyone, from small rodents to big bears, saved the shrew from the donut. In the end, it saved Judy herself.
You want to find Artisan? Talk to the driver of the car.
The plot very cleverly took the main characters through all districts of Zootopia. Nudists in Sahara Square, the Mafia in Tundra Town, and the driver in the Rainforest District. This is doubly cool because it's like we're entering the wild nature but arranged for the modern world.
He just kept yelling about the night howlers.
No, about the night howlers, too. The night howlers are exactly what we are here to talk about.
Clever fox.
An important point in the plot. For the first time, Nick uses his cunning for good, not for deception. This is necessary for his complete transformation in the future.
Officer Hawks to dispatch!
Are you familiar with Gazelle, greatest singer of our life?
Clawhauser chats with a criminal who had dealings with the Mafia. Every second, every frame is a detail of a single puzzle.
1,000 football!
Judy again uses the skills she trained at the academy.
What I said was no. 2 days to solve a case you guys haven't cracked in 2 weeks? You gave her the 48 hours, so technically we still have and left to find our Mr. Otterton.
Would you have believed, looking at this, that Nick would ever stand up for Judy? Nick did it because Judy is the first in his life to try to treat him as an equal, without showing racism. But unfortunately, it won't last long.
All I wanted to do was join the Junior Ranger Scouts. I was gonna be part of a pack.
Ready for initiation? Even though you're a fox.
If the world's only gonna see a fox as shifty, there's no point in trying to be anything else.
Now everything has fallen into place. Judy and Nick are complete opposites, prey and predator, honest and liar. But on the other hand, they are the same. Judy wanted to get where rabbits aren't taken, and Nick wanted to get where foxes aren't taken. They both wanted to be what they dreamed of. And this is Judy's main idea and the idea of the whole cartoon. Nick couldn't cope with the conflict with the external world. Judy also won't manage alone. She will, on the contrary, ruin everything, but together they will manage. Yin and yang, yang and yin, the harmony of the animal world.
Assistant Mayor Bellwether, we need your help.
Miss Bellwether has a bell on her neck. The term bellwether denotes the leading sheep in front of the herd with a bell on its neck. You already understand the meaning of this foreshadowing. The little sheep that leads the whole flock, and there really is a bell on her neck confirming her leadership among her own.
Bet you nickel one of them's gonna howl. Is it with wolves and the howling?
The wolves are the night howlers!
A detail with two meanings, you'll understand why later.
Says your underwear is showing.
Yeah, nice!
Carrots! Pops! Judy!
Towards the end of the investigation, Nick started calling Judy by her name, not Carrots or something like that. He finally started communicating with her as an equal, but will soon realize he was wrong about her.
Oh, all we know is that they are all members of the Predator family. They have something to do with something in their DNA.
Judy repeats Gideon's words.
That killer instinct's still in our DNA.
Still, she doesn't fully believe in the unity of animals, in that magic of Zootopia she herself dreams of.
They seem to be reverting back to their primitive savage ways.
Really, there's a biological component? Makes you think you need to carry around fox repellent? Eat you? I knew it.
Judy herself destroyed her own idea, anyone can be anything. The lighting changed from warm and soft to grey and strict. Nick proudly showed his connection with Judy in the form of a sticker, and now symbolically removes it. Interesting detail. The application asked, "Have you ever been arrested?" To which Nick first automatically answered yes, but later crossed it out and answered no. And I want to talk a bit separately about the peculiarity of the main conflict in Zootopia. The conflict between predators and prey is understandable, and every viewer finds their own idea in it. Some consider it an allegory for racism, others see inequality of the sexes. Maybe it's about school bullying and so on. The theme of species conflict works very actively because it contains the fundamental structures of nature, prey and predator, aggressor and victim. All this has existed since the dawn of life and will be relevant at all times. This is why Zootopia is understandable to all people on the planet and maybe even beyond our planet.
More bad news in this city gripped by fear.
A caribou.
Interesting fact, in different countries, the news anchor was a different animal depending on the region. In China, a panda, in Australia, a koala, and so on.
Peace rally organized by pop star Gazelle.
This is not the Zootopia I know. Please give me back the Zootopia I love.
Gazelle played the role of the face of Zootopia. She is what Judy dreams of becoming, a recognized prey animal, dancing on stage with predators, not afraid of them. And this voice reaches all the city's animals and asks Judy for help. Because this is all Zootopia, a combination of the words zoo and utopia. This city is a utopia for all animals.
And we never would have considered it had you not opened our mind.
The top pastry chefs in the tri-boroughs.
For the way I behaved in my youth, I had a lot.
Gideon changed in a completely unexpected way, although at the beginning of the cartoon, it seemed he would become a criminal and a villain. Gideon managed to become what he dreamed of without any magical Zootopia. Maybe Judy wasn't wrong?
Don't you run through that Mindy Camp from Holly Sethias.
Family, I would just call them night howlers.
Yeah, Terry ate one hole when we were kids and went completely nuts.
Night howlers aren't wolves. They're flowers.
Plot twist. Night howlers aren't wolves but plants that appeared during the chase of Duke. Who will be the next clue? On Gideon's truck, the license plate is JED3113. They even officially write that it's a reference to A113, but I don't understand why Jade is A.
Wait, please, I know you'll never forgive me. I really am just a dumb bunny. I really am just a dumb bunny.
It's called a hustle, sweetheart.
It's called a hustle, sweetheart.
Don't worry, Carrots. I'll let you erase it.
Nick treated Judy exactly the same way, using the pen. Judy was also in the dark, and after repentance, she steps into the light towards Nick.
But you guys only grew carrots.
Okay. How?
Well, hello. All your favorite movies. I got movies that haven't even been released yet.
These are all parodies of Disney cartoons. Among them is Moana, which hadn't been released at that time, and the cancelled Forgotten Project Gigantic.
And ain't nothing you can do to me.
I'm gonna name her Judy.
This Judy will appear in the second part. The alliance with the Godfather played a role. The plot is moving in reverse again.
What is this shit? This is blue.
All right, Walter and Jesse are back, so I'm...
Walter and Jesse, and this whole scene, a direct reference to Breaking Bad.
Jesse, we are now furries, Jesse.
Oh, well, heil it, bitch!
A scary scene indirectly mirroring the beginning of the cartoon. Look how dangerous and scary prey animals can be. They also have plenty of means for killing, horns and hooves. You yourself just remembered that in the wild, many prey animals are deadly dangerous. These sheep are angry and threatening like predators, even without the rabies effect from the night howler poison. The animators drew the train like a rhinoceros. Even children will understand that the car poses a threat. The animators are geniuses.
Cut through the Natural History Museum.
They very symbolically chose the Natural History Museum for the climax. Everything necessary is here. As hinted in this shot, Miss Bellwether is the true aggressor, and Judy and Nick are on the side of the victims.
How did you know where to find us?
Get them.
Just relax. What? Blueberry?
Pass. 90% of the population united against a common enemy.
What are you going to do? Kill me?
He is.
No! Prey fears predator and you stay in power?
And I'll dart every predator in Zootopia to keep it that way.
No. Blood. And
All right, you know what? We got it up there. Thank you, yakety yak. Yep.
what you've got in the weapon there? Those are blueberries. From my family's farm.
My word against yours.
Really?
And I'll dart every predator in Zootopia to keep it that way.
It's called a hustle, sweetheart.
The climax of all plot lines and all details in 1 minute. The subtle detail with the blueberries played a key role. All viewers were deceived. The pen recorder is excellently implemented once again. Judy at the very end repeats the very beginning of the cartoon. We could have guessed immediately that Nick was pretending because his pupils didn't dilate like other animals under the poison's influence. And by the end of the story, we completely believed in the idea anyone can be anything. Judy became the best police officer despite her species. Nick became a kind friend of a prey animal, not an outcast predator. And Miss Bellwether proved by her own example that it doesn't matter what species you are. Anyone can be an aggressor.
Did I falsely imprison those animals? Well, yes.
Lionheart uses the same technique Nick talked about.
You want to look smart? Answer their question with your own question and then answer.
Ask your own question and answer it yourself.
Wolford, undercover. Hop.
A reference to the phrase, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Interesting fact, in the original versions of the script, the villain was also a sheep who disguised herself as a wolf. That is, it was a sheep in wolf's clothing. In principle, this description fits Miss Bellwether.
Flash, 100-yard dash.
And Nick's promise played a role. Flash will be let go and he'll be able to calmly get to Gazelle's concert. This will be told in the Zootopia Plus short films.
Good evening, Zootopia! Keep on down, keep on hitting.
Finally, the musical concert at the end has a plot basis. It's not just a happy ending, but a concert celebrating the end of protests against disagreements between animal classes. Zootopia is one of the best modern cartoons, a mega detailed picture. I'm still in shock at how much love and care the studio put into this cartoon. I don't say this often, but Zootopia is an important legacy in the history of cinema and animation. An immortal cartoon, the continuation of which we'll see in the next part.
Bonus meme! We have time for bonus meme, everybody. Consider yourself lucky.
A little excited for you, but terrified.
Look at her, Bond. Living her dream.
Oh, she's coming back.
This short shows the scene of Judy's departure, but from the parents' perspective. In the cartoon itself, they showed Judy thinking and returning for a hug. And here they show that the parents noticed Judy returning and talk about it.
No! Baby!
Oh, baby!
Short films are an excellent way to learn directing. In 5 minutes, you must tell a full story with a beginning, conflict, resolution, and etc. From the very start, the goal and obstacles are already clear. And motivation, of course, too. But Disney is also great for perfectly fitting this short plot into the events of the first part. Thanks to this, rewatching the first film is even more fun, knowing all the behind-the-scenes details.
Where is it?
This is not exact, but perhaps at this moment, Judy's parents learned about Gideon's business. Only later, after Judy's news, will the parents decide to work with a fox, following their daughter's example. Contrasts. It's funny how from Judy's perspective, these places looked like a magical, beautiful city. And from Stu's perspective, it's deadly sugar and killer glaciers. In the cartoon, the father wasn't in these seconds, but in the short, he is. So they did a bit of a retcon. And Judy has more mascara on her lashes, an important retcon, I understand. But a detail they kept, the song Timing. In these seconds, exactly the same part was playing in Judy's headphones as in the cartoon. The short story is complete, doesn't contradict the canon of the first film, even adds richness, and all in just 5 minutes.
Previously on The Real Rodents of Little Rodentia. Oh my god, yes! Gotta pick my maid of honor. Only traditional.
This episode parodies reality shows, and mostly the show The Real Housewives.
Hey there, cousin.
Hey there. True.
She asked me to be her shoe of honor when we were 6.
She said that?
I've been planning this forever.
Frou Frou and True True don't get along. The basis of the conflict and will be the solution. True True showed an album that will play a key role in the finale.
No. Ew.
Hate it. That's the one.
So good. I love it.
A scene showing that her closest girlfriends are actually lying to her and are friends with her for her status and money.
They're handcrafted just like the ones your mother had at her wedding. Now that we're all done with that, let's talk about the dress. Got a special surprise for you, Fruit. Here, I already have your dress.
That is it!
True.
True True almost showed the dress, upon seeing which, Frou Frou would have drastically changed her opinion.
I bet even your hair is fake.
You talk about my hair.
I got Daddy's credit card.
Do you have this in true size?
The leopard print leggings Frou Frou talked about before.
Do you see those leopard print leggings?
Yeah, before being saved by Judy. Another retcon here, the animators decided to add white eyes to all rodents. In the film, most had black eyes.
I love your hair.
When you're nearly crushed by a giant donut, you get a little perspective on things.
Now the compliment about her hair is much deeper. Frou Frou's reaction to her hair gives us an understanding that it's very important to her. This adds more juice to the first film.
Trudy, I'm sorry I
I said those horrible things. No. I want a simple wedding like your mother had. Handcrafted just like the ones your mother had at her wedding. Now that we're all done with that, let's talk about the dress. Oh, true! My mama's dress!
Perfect climax of the conflict, I thought the hair was somehow connected to her mother, as her fate is unknown to us. Only True knows everything about Frou, while the fake friends didn't approve of her dresses. True knew since childhood which dress Frou would wear to her wedding.
That was beautiful.
The polar bears have a Russian accent. In the original Zootopia scripts, instead of Mr. Big, there was a bear named Koslov. He still exists, but is rarely shown. Polar bears apparently are from Russia.
It's very trendy. Okay, girls. 1.
Night Howlers explain why such colorful friends weren't seen in the first film. Although this raises more questions. Why didn't Mr. Big mention this even after the wedding? But whatever.
Do I start a new life?
In the Zootopia world, bucks are literally bucks. In the 18th century in America, male deer skins were used as a unit of exchange. Therefore, buck became a kind of monetary unit.
But it wasn't always this way. Picture it. 1926. It was a treacherous journey. Right from her own kitchen.
The animators account for fluid tension, a droplet of champagne and very thick cream.
Hey! It was bad enough being small. Life was hard for small mammals.
Big's conflict with the external world. It turns out Zootopia wasn't arranged for small animals before.
I love that bicycle.
The giant Big has a key in the back. This is a reference to the design of a toy car from an old cartoon about a mole. He wound it up like a toy car, or just a reference to toy cars.
It's the size of your heart that matters.
We made surprising new friends.
What you want?
It's time to make a change. Ice 'em.
From the beginning of the episode, it was hard to believe this little guy was the future Mr. Big. But this scene shows how he came to that. A symbolic big shadow, friendship with polar bears, using his size as an advantage, and the canonical ice hymn, which he will always use in the future.
With help from our friends, the whole family was reunited. We paid it forward.
Now we fully believe and understand why even giant polar bears respect Mr. Big despite his size. Because as his grandmother said, it's about the size of his heart.
We created jobs for those in need. Little rodentia.
It was Mr. Big who built the rodent district. Some ancestor of Duke built those same pipes for hamsters which Duke will dodge in our days.
So you think you could prance?
Fur whiskers, kitty claw, gay stripes.
The judges parody a typical talent show jury panel. A strict guy who's hard to impress. A kind, positive woman, a rapper, and a famous singer.
So grab a partner and come audition.
Chief Bogo! What's the emergency?
For undercover.
Smart.
Perfect conflict. Seemingly kind guy Clawhauser, but lies to a close comrade. It can't be, but he does it for what he loves no less. His idol, Gazelle.
True.
You said you needed backup!
I'm sorry, Chief. 12. Back is Chief.
The worst possible outcome. Clawhauser embarrassed himself in front of everyone and especially Gazelle. And he's to blame himself.
This is my dream.
A chief never leaves his backup behind. Let's dance our pants off!
Plot twist. Bogo is an exemplary chief. Of course he won't abandon his own. He also looks like Dwayne Johnson from the film Tooth Fairy.
Oh, it was just a dream.
Order up! Sam!
The door by 6 o'clock for the Gazelle concert. Gazelle concert, here I come.
Excellent. There's not only a goal, but a specific timer. And the main conflict is precisely about speed.
I can just come back in a minute.
No. Problem.
The whole short will test our patience. In the end, the cause of all Sam's problems becomes the solution. Flash's proposal will save Sam's reputation with other clients.
Rush.
Flash, 100-yard dash.
I think I'll walk.
The feature of Zootopia Plus is that the episodes are in chronological order. It starts with Judy's departure and ends with Gazelle's concert, exactly like the film itself. This explains where Flash was hurrying to. That is, it wasn't just a pun Sloth drives very fast, but a natural outcome. Actually, at the concert itself, we'll see Flash with Priscilla. It all adds up.
Flash, 100-yard dash.
Nick.